And if perchance you filled out some words of wisdom for our future selves, please pass those into the center aisle, and Alan and Suzette will collect those. And if you need a little extra time, we won't bury it this week. We will we'll still have some more input. And Teresa is going to have some fun with our children and those young at heart who like to get a little messy. Okay. We will protect Bella's picture from the ink. So I thought here's some more. I thought as we put things into, whoa, that's a great pile. I thought as we put things in our time capsule, we might want to like send a letter to the future, sort of explaining what, here, you can just give those to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. So, and we can edit this over this week because I'm sure that I've forgotten some really wonderful things. So, dear UUFC friends in 2029, and our children can come forward and help decorate our time capsule and a chalice that's going to go in there. Guys, you want to come up? Or if there's some grown-ups who want to come up too, that's fine. So, to our future selves, greetings to our future from your past. I didn't know how to start out a letter like this. We trust that many of those who celebrated our 60th anniversary will be among you as you go through the items we gathered for this time capsule. You are now inheritors of the legacy we nurtured during our time, as we were the beneficiaries of the vision and work of so many who came before us. Now it is your responsibility to pass on the legacy. We write this letter with great hope and anticipation for what our congregation can become. May your exploration of deeper understanding of what it means to be Unitarian Universalist inspire your work to create the beloved community, both within UUFC and in the larger community. 2014 has been a year when we have seen the beginnings of war, the fear of epidemics, and the suffering of those who seek to immigrate or who seek refuge from human and environmental devastation. In the midst of these challenges, people around the world continue working with hope to bring peace and justice to the human family. This has also been a year when we have seen the striking down of bans against gay marriage in most of our states. South Carolina is slowly joining other states that now bless the sanctity of all loving marriages. 2014 has brought the celebration of births of babies in our fellowship family and the loss of beloved members of our community. The board and council of committees worked hard on the foundational work of this community, such as streamlining our organizational chart. We expanded our social action work when we became a support congregation when Family Promise opened its doors. Enclosed is the last edition of our, wait a minute. This is the last edition of the UUFC World. This year we shifted from a printed newsletter and enhanced our online presence. Thank you all so much. Significant this year was the ordination of Eve Morgan Stevens into the Unitarian Universalist ministry. Eve and her family joined UUFC when she was 3. You'll find a copy of the invitation from Eve's ordination and our congregational proclamation affirming her ordination. I was going to put a bulletin, but I can't find any extras. Perhaps there will be a child at this fellowship in 2029 who may choose to follow Eve's path into ministry. Whatever their life paths, our children have offered our fellowship wisdom, and we trust their very gifts will make the world a better place. We trust that you too celebrate the diverse gifts that our members and friends, young and old, bring to the life of our community. As you can see the enclosed bulletin from today, how many volunteers it takes to simply have a service. That's not counting Alan Rocheson, who was the first person here this morning. That's not in the letter, but you know, it takes us all. It may seem strange to have a can of tomato paste to give you, but it is there in hopes that you have continued support for Clemson Community Care. In 2013, we gathered over a ton of canned goods and are we determined? Yes, we are, to gather 1.5 tons in 2014. We hope that by 2029, our fellowship members will have given between 20 and 30 additional tons of food to Clemson Community Care. Enclosed, you will find materials that are part of the life of our congregation. A visitor packet, some of y'all got that today. Copy of our Covenant group brochure, a brochure from our campus ministry group, and a program booklet showing our educational and outreach offerings. In addition, whoops, there's so much. I think this needs to start going in there. Thank you. That needs to start going in that wonderful thing.
You want me to put it in?
Sure. In addition, there's our organizational chart with our bylaws and proposed changes that are coming up for a congregational vote in 2 weeks. And we include the very attractive and influential, persuasive stewardship brochure. These documents will be part of your foundation for the future health of UUFC. Our children helped us celebrate our 60th anniversary. So here is one string of, whoops, I'm holding it the wrong way. One string of prayer or peace flags that they can use for their 75th anniversary, which will be 2029. We also have a wonderful picture collage of all the children who were here last Sunday, and each of them is showing one of their very favorite things. And so I say that perhaps some of these favorite things will be similar to the children that the children in 2029 hold dear. When families join UUFC, our children receive a chalice to decorate, and we've included one of those chalices. See that little chalice there? Can you put that in there? As a sign of our joy that we welcome people of all ages. One of our exciting events was the arrival of 4 new babies in a 2-month period of time. I finally got my picture with all the babies and the other ones that were born within 2 years. And we include that. We've got more on the way. I hope, and I say to our future folks, I hope that these children are still part of this community as the members in 2029 open the capsule. Becoming a welcoming congregation has been an important part of the commitment of UUFC. This little glow-in-the-dark rubber ducky was part of a game that we had at Coming Out Day at Clemson in support of the GLBTQ community. Also enclosed is a letter affirming us as a green sanctuary congregation. Added to that is both a social event and an affirmation of our commitment to nature. This is the beautiful hula calendar for this year. Hey, is it getting pretty full in there? There are many interesting, exciting, and life-expanding aspects of our community that we trust will lead to your rich experience of community in 2029. So we've included a kaleidoscope as a reminder that wonder and beauty are an ever-changing aspect of community. Each person sees through a different lens. Sometimes when life together seems challenging, just a little shift of perspective can help us find a new vision, a new view of a situation where before we might not have been able to see a way forward. We hope that new hopes, dreams, and possibilities emerge from your shared life. We enclose the hopes and visions for your UUFC from our adults, as well as pictures. In a few minutes, we'll gather up pictures from the children. Oh, they're in there. Good. From our children who may remember this day, we hope, in 2029, when they shared their gifts. Enclosed is also, don't sit down yet, Gina. Enclosed also is a bumper sticker on which is a statement developed from a leadership retreat that helped us focus on our vision for the future. Though we could not fit our new Bun coffee maker in the capsule, we trust that in the years between 2014 and 2029, untold gallons of tea and coffee have been consumed during social gatherings, large and small, as friendships developed and stories were shared.
Stain one of the things that's put in there, a little bit of coffee.
Oh, maybe we could, yeah. Or a bag of tea. That would be my preference, since I've never had a cup of coffee. Enjoy the smiling faces of those gathered at our service on October 19th, 2014. We hope many of you will see yourselves waving. So we trust that you live with hope and joy, laughter and gratitude, enjoying this fellowship that so many before you helped create. Through our work and these reminders of the past, we send our hopes and dreams. Many blessings from your 2014 UUFC fellowship. So if there are those of you who have other things that you would like to add to this letter or things that I have forgotten, I invite you to contact me this week, and next week we will get the picture and any other additions and find a wonderful place to bury this and keep it well documented so we don't forget where it is. We, it's so interesting. Elaine and I talked about what the choir was going to sing this morning after I'd decided that maybe this is the Sunday with the children here and us all gathered together, that we would sing This Little Light, which is so well known, and we haven't sung it for a long time. But what we're really talking about as we send our hopes and dreams forward into the future is how can our commitment and passion and vision for hope and light for the future, how can we manifest this now? So, at this point, I'm not sure if we should sing This Little Light of Mine or go into this wonderful blessing. Let's do both. So, let us rise in body or spirit.